Hi guys, did you know that black magic not only lower your vibration, but it also has karmic consequences when it comes to black magic? Hi, my name is Mimi, and in today's video we are going to talk about black magic and how it can affect us and the person that's actually doing the black magic. Stay tuned. So, hi guys. I know I haven't made a video in a while, and it is crazy because I've been so busy with everything that's going on with my business and everything. So I needed to catch up and make a video. So normally when I make videos like this, it's not something random. It's always something that I myself experience or I've witnessed or I saw it within my community. So, black magic, what it is, what's its purpose? What is the purpose of black magic? Why do people do black magic after one another? Why do people dibble and dabble in these low vibration energy? What is black magic? What type of energy that black magic holds? So these are the things that I am going to touch on. So black magic, growing up, I've always heard the term of black magic. I always hear a lot about black magic, but I didn't really know for sure what it is. But when I start growing up and I start having a certain understanding, I start to realize, the effect that comes with black magic. Now, we live on a planet where we have free will. God, creator, universe, whatever you want to call it, ancestors, whatever you want to call it, gave us the free will to be free to do whatever we want. Unfortunately, not all of us have the same intention. Not all of us carry or hold the same intention when it comes to spiritual powers or when it comes to spiritual knowledge. Some of us use their spiritual power to harm others. And other people use their spiritual gift or their spiritual knowledge or spiritual power to actually help others. What I want to say is when I got on this journey, I started learning a lot about energy. And I know energy is the biggest thing, the biggest key to us living and experiencing this human life. Everything we do on this planet, everything we do, from the decisions that we make, from the people that we hang around with, from the thoughts that we have, the things that we create, has an effect, have consequences. Now, it's up to us to know the meaning and the true meaning behind the things that we do. When using spiritual energy, when using like magical energy, like black magic or some would say, how do you say this? Spiritual entities, such as different type of deities that we have, that we created, or our ancestors created. You will notice that a lot of things was just passed down to us. A lot of things was just literally passed down to us. So I don't think some of us, a good portion of us, never really questioned what are we doing? Why are we doing this? What's the purpose of it? Now, when it comes to energy, there's lower frequency and there's higher frequency. Since we on the earth plane, and this is like the lowest frequency in the energy bracket. Now, energy is something that you can't really see, or you can't really like touch, or it's not physical. It's something that is naked to the eyes. So some of us could feel it. So when you are vibrating at a certain frequency, you attract a certain people in your life, certain things, certain lessons, certain challenges. It's all on your frequency. Now, the reason that I think there's a cause and effect, like I said, there's a cause and effect when it comes to any type of magic, whether it's black magic or any type of magic, there is a cause and effect to it. Your intentions plays a big part of any type of magic, any type of manifestation. Your intention plays a big part of it. Now, sometimes when you don't really know certain things, some of us tend to do the same things some of our ancestors was doing. And I think the goal here is to move out of that frequency and trying to move up. You understand? Because when your vibration is low, this is one of a different type of behavior. When your vibration is low, you tend to do certain things when your vibration is low. And I think the goal is not to repeat the same thing our ancestors was doing, is actually raise our vibration, raise our consciousness to a higher dimension. Now, when you are vibrating low, when you're at the lowest frequency, you still in your dark energy. You know, the way you make decisions, the way you move, the things that you say, the things that comes out of your mouth, the things that you attract, all of that is from the energy that you presently owning inside of you, that you have inside of you is those things. And some of us, we easily adapt those energy because our bloodline, our family. You know, some of our family, some of the tradition was passed down from different families. And so that's how that's how our family do things. That's how they do things. And we don't really question, well, some of us don't really question things. We just do what was, shown to us, that, what our family teaches us, because our family, our parents are our first teacher. Some of the things was created in the home, so we project that out there in the world. Now, when you at your lower vibration, your lower energy, that's like your root chakra is kind of unbalanced. Majority of your chakras is probably out of balance. So why do people do black magic? Well, easy. Jealousy. It could be jealousy, it could be envy, it could be hate, because that's the energy that dark energy carry. It's out of balance. The consequences behind some of these energies, it's one of the most dangerous thing. Now, when someone do black magic or perform black magic after you, to me, I feel like it's a very, very, really low to me, very low. Because it says a lot about the person character. It says a lot about the person behavior. It says a lot about the way the person was raised and how they use their gift to do certain things to others. Some people love seeing another person hurt, another person go through pain. It's something that it gives them a rush. So, and once you start doing it for a while, you start dabbling black magic for a while, it starts to consume, to make you want fast result. Like you want to see something, you want to manifest certain things. Like for some people, you want to manifest certain things. They want it fast. They want it in a hurry. They don't want to work hard for it. They don't want to trying to understand certain things. They just want it right then and there. And again, every energy has consequences. Now, if you're using black magic against someone else, that to me is the type of person that has so much insecurity or ill intentions. They allow this energy to become one with them. So they don't really have the spiritual knowledge to know, like, hey, this is not something that you want to, you want to stay in, you want to continue doing. Because eventually what's going to happen with people that do black magic after others or after you, they start to lose certain things in their life. It could be family member, it could be children, it could be loved ones, it could be anything, it could be a job. You taking a risk because it's going to come back on you. And sometimes it could skip you and, destroy a loved one or make you go through certain pain that you want to see in others. Now you got to understand, when someone do stuff like that, they are hurting. Through my whole entire life growing up, and I'm from the islands, I never see anyone that perform black magic after someone else, that trying to harm someone else, that's trying to stop someone else's destiny, or that's trying to stop someone's progress be successful in life. Never. I never, like, you never see a family and everyone in that particular family is going through something. No one is at peace. Everyone is chaotic. They're all over the place. Nothing, they're not really stable. They're not abundant. They're not healthy. Well, if an ancestor and you yourself was performing black magic, and now you taking over and start performing the same thing that previous ancestor was doing, and you start doing that, you can really damage or throw the whole family energy unbalanced because of the energy that you are co-creating and you are creating in that family, in that bloodline. So I never see a successful person that is harming someone else, that is using certain energy to damage or bring someone down. I never see them successful in their life. Not their children, not a loved one in their family. Everyone in that family has some type of trauma or going through some type of thing. Or, it's just, it has this, that energy has a certain frequency behind it. And it also attracting certain things to you yourself. Even though you're using that energy to go after someone or do certain things to someone, or even if you're trying to use that same energy to manifest certain things in your life, you will also find that those things never last. It never lasts. It keeps, willing you in until you completely lose your light. And now when you lose your light, this is what you know. This is all you know now. You don't really know the difference. So I never happy person performing dark energy or using dark energy after another individual or trying to damage another individual. I never see it. Happy people don't need to do certain things after anyone or harm anyone, because within they're actually naturally happy. They don't need to do that. They don't need to perform that, because once you start performing that and it start to become you, this is who you are, you always gonna need people around, because you have to feed, feed off someone's energy, because you don't have that. It strips away certain things from you naturally. It really strips away something within you. So what do you do when a person is performing black magic after you or using black magic? Nothing. A lot of people will say, well, I'm not gonna let nobody take me out. I'm not gonna let nobody kill me. I'm not gonna let nobody do this. So yeah, it's good to say that and all, but while you in this body and you in this vibration, this, you just naturally know certain things is just not right for you. You just naturally know that I shouldn't be doing that. Protect yourself, yes. Protect your energy, protect yourself and your energy, yes. I strongly believe in that. But to allow another individual to make you step out of your own energy, your own sacred energy, to go war to war or back and forth with them is crazy to me. I don't think anyone should allow anyone to get them like that, because it's to me it's like a ambush. You know, you trying to make me lose what I have because you're unhappy that you don't have it, because you probably don't see it within you or in your family, to see that they're also very powerful too. They have free will, but they're also very powerful too. They just have a lack of understanding on how energies work. You know, they just lack that knowledge and how it really works. You can see someone that is very good at black magic. They've done it so many times, and every time they do it, it always hit. And then they're going to be put in a situation, someone's going to enter their life to see if you will do that same thing to that individual. And without a doubt, 9 out of 10, they will take that chance and do it to totally destroy another individual. Because their intention, they already have that intention that this is what they want to do, this is the outcome they want to see. Not thinking about the outcome, but this is what they want to see. And sometimes that individual that is placed in their life carries a certain energy within them that is going to make the person that's doing black magic after you, going to make them question themselves, because they are going to find that one individual that they can't touch. That they can't touch. And it's going to haunt them. It's going to drain their energy, because they haven't figured out that it doesn't work with everybody. Let's say if it did work. Let's just say if it worked, right? Then what? Then what? Okay, it worked. You were successful at it. Okay, what now? What's next? What are you gonna do? You understand? So, death is not what a lot of us think it is. It's just not. And some of us have this thing programmed in our mind that we can just destroy, like we are the only person on the planet. And that's a lie. That's a lie. Performing certain dark entity after someone will haunt you, because when you run out of people to harm, to do the same thing over and over and over again, what's gonna happen to you is, you know, that energy is gonna start consuming you. You know, you gotta now take a look at your family, your children, you know, your life. You gotta take a look at your life, because even though you was performing that ritual after someone, you were successful at it, great, but you wasn't paying attention behind you to see that some of your family members are going through a lot. You losing people in your family like fly. People are dropping dead, you know, like randomly. Things just happening in your life that keeps you in that vibration. You don't grow. No one grows like that. No one. You know, the purpose is to learn certain things and grow and elevate, right? To reach Christ's consciousness, right? But you can't reach Christ's consciousness if your consciousness is down there somewhere. You understand? So you were so focused on that individual that you lose focus in your your family life, your love life, you know, people in your community is gonna start attacking you. Things just gonna start randomly happening to you because this is the energy that you created. It's like a destructive energy, you know? And when it start coming at you, it comes at such power that it wipe you out clean. You know? Yes, the person probably would lose their life, or, you know, a family gonna start grieving because of they lost a loved one. But you gotta understand that you yourself gonna start losing. You're gonna start losing. You're gonna lose more. You're gonna lose way more. You know, and unfortunately, those type of energy carries on to the next family and the next family and the next family, and it goes down generation after generation after generation until someone stop the cycle. Everyone, what you're creating, everyone that is born into that bloodline, that is born into that family, they are going to experience all of these things that you put out. Everything. So at the end of the day, you lose way more than the person you are trying to harm, or you will lose way more than the person you're trying to harm, because it has to come out. It has to come back. You know, it's like a boomerang. You created it. Now you got to face it. When you're gone, another person in your family is gonna have to face it. Gonna have to witness that. You know, that's how energies work. Because you can't. It doesn't destroy. You have to reverse that vibration. You know, you switch that vibration. You have to raise that vibration higher. That's the purpose. But I think when we want fast results, sometimes we don't think about the consequences. We don't think about the things that can come after, you know? So let me show you something. Say, for instance, this is energy. These are magnets. But say, for instance, this is the energy. You creating an energy, right? Now, as you creating the energy, it's creating, but you can't see it. You see how a magnet can stick together, but there's something that's causing them to stick together. There's a strong energy that is causing it to stick together. So when you're creating this energy, you're creating, where does this energy going to land eventually? Yeah. Now, when you creating a healing energy, say for instance, you put energy into this, right? Your intentions into this. So whenever you use this with your intention, it's programming and picking up on the vibration. It's picking up on the thought, the ideas that you having. Even though it's a stone, but you're creating consciously that energy of what you want it to do. So I am going to hold this in my hand with my intention and with that energy and visualization that I'm using in my mind. I am going to program this. I am creating and programming that stone to become that energy that I visualize, that I want, you know, that I want it to do. I'm creating that. Okay? And so whenever I go to use this with my intentions, and, you know, it's just like a computer. It already knows what to do. So it's the same thing when it comes to, you know, magic or whatever. Same thing. You're going to get that same result, but in a different form. It's the same energy you're creating, but it has a different frequency. So again, if I'm healing and I'm loving and I'm showing compassion and I'm like really not faking it, because there's no fake in energy. Like, I really have good intention, you know, this is going to be in my favor. Everything that's coming my way is going to be what I've created. Compassion, love, peace, understanding, clarity. All these things, I'm going to start witnessing them. I'm going to start seeing them in my physical life also, because energy, it's a source. It always goes back to source. You understand what I'm saying? So other people also in my family can also experience the same thing. Things will come to them easily. Certain things that was blocked in their life, it starts to be unblocked because there's a shift going on in that family because of that person that choose to do this. You understand? Now, if you say, okay, well, I have free will, I just want to do black magic, I just want to see people get hurt. Cool. But you have to remember, you are the magnet. It's going to eventually come back to source. You understand? So that's like, the basic way how you can, I can explain the effect of black magic. You understand what I'm saying? That's the effect of it. When you're of the light, when I say light, meaning you have compassion, you vibrate at a different frequency, you vibrating out of your heart space, not so much out of your ego. You're in your heart space. So now your heart is open, it's balanced. People sometimes tend to try to harm or hurt you or trying to bring you down or manipulate you because of your heart space. Use you, abuse you, and shit like that. So because of your heart space. But you got to keep in mind, these people will be tormented. Because again, energy has to go back to source. So, I don't think black magic is worth it, to be honest. Anything that's going to strip away your natural forces, the things that you are supposed to know, or things that can raise your consciousness to bring you to a godly form, which you are already a godly form, but just in a different version, a different frequency at it, to naturally bring you back to a godly form. I wouldn't put my hand in stuff like that. It's like taking a pig and sacrificing the pig. When you're about to sacrifice a pig, what does it do? It screams and yells, and it's so loud, and that energy is in the air. It's in the air. And that meat, again, I know I'm going left right now, but that meat you're about to eat from that pig, it holds a different energy. That last energy, that fear, that fear energy, it holds that. And unfortunately, when you eat that, that energy could, transfer. So I think it's important to learn how energy works in order for you to grow sometime, in order for you to understand. Now, you can't judge anyone for being that type of individual. You can't judge anyone. You just got to move along and let them do their thing, and you do your thing. Now, the problem is sometimes people think that you gave someone a reason, or you have to give someone a reason to do or perform any type of dark ritual after you, or send dark entities after you to torment you. They think that it's you have to give people a reason, but in actual reality, you don't have to give anyone a reason. A person can naturally not like you just because you have, or you possess something within you that they sense that they don't have. So that alone can create greed, envy, hate, jealousy within that person, for them to take the time out of their precious day to perform a ritual just to sit back and watch you suffer. That, like I said, that is the most insane thing. But you don't need to give anyone reason to do black magic. By you being you alone, some people out there will just do black magic after you, by you just being you. By you just being who you are. Not knowing anything. They just can't stand it to see it. So you sometimes have to look at the person's character. Out of anything in the world that you could do, and you pick that. So I always look at the person character that do stuff like that. When we get into like argument, altercation with people, yeah, we argue, we say words, and we keep it moving. When the person take it to a step further to seek revenge, that person is hurt. There's something inside of them that is screaming out. I don't think the person is upset at you or anything that you did. I think they're upset of the Creator for blessing you and not them with certain things. I think that's what it is. And I think when you start to go on this journey, you start to realize like it's nothing personal. They're just upset at the Creator. It could be God, ancestor, whatever. It could be. So, like I said, I don't think you should allow anyone to take you out of a certain energy bracket. Sometimes the person has everything in life, all the material thing, and they still feel the need to do certain things to the other individual, because the dark energy also gives you prosperity and abundance. It's come at a price, but it can still bless you for doing its work for them. So it can always bless you, but sometimes you crave for more. You don't see the blessing. You don't see it. It's not doing anything for you because you still, out there searching and fighting, trying to find conflict. It's like you creating conflict in your life, at that energy. Now, when you're holding a light energy, a heart space energy, like I said, yes, there's times that people will come and hurt you and do certain things, but like I said, these people are going to be tormented for what they did, because with your pure intention. And when I say pure intention, meaning you can meet someone and help them with pure intentions. You don't have any you don't want anything back from them. It's just, no, you did that out of love. You understand what I'm saying? And when sometimes when they take advantage of that, down the line, they're going to find someone to do the same thing to them. It could be that dude that you love so much and he shit on you, move to the next person. He's going to find someone to do that to him, what he did to you. That family member that lied on you and do this, they're going to find someone else to do that to them, because you have to experience the energy that you put out. You got to experience it. You got to experience it. So when you have compassion and you vibrating out of your heart space, don't let what you did for someone or how you are or how you love, stop because of something you've gone through. Trust me, I said it myself. I was like, when I was hurt, I was like, I'll never love again. I'll never do this. I would never do that. BS. I found myself doing it more now. But now I do it with an understanding. I pick and choose who I do it with, because you have to know and pay attention to the signs and the energy. Sometimes the signs are there. The person is literally showing you who they are, but we let love, how we feel, blind us, and we don't see it until they start doing things. And I used to be the type of person that will be I'll take things very personal when someone do something to me. And now I don't take it personal because I know how energy works. I know, as long I know my intentions was pure, and I feel it, and I know my intentions were pure, I'll sometimes, when I'm alone by myself, I'll look up and say, you saw that, right? I've been saying this for years in my life. I always look up and say, you saw what they did. You saw what they did, right? Okay. Never understood why I used to do it. But now, with the understanding, I start to understand, and I start to know why I've been doing this. But it just used to naturally happen to me when someone did something, and I used to, till this day, I still say it. I'll be like, you saw that, right? You know, it's like I don't know. But yeah, when it comes to your pure intentions, when you're vibrating out of your heart, know that the love that you shared, the love that you gave to someone wasn't for nothing. You know, maybe they needed to experience your love. They needed to experience you, just you. They needed to be in your presence, so they could see and feel a different type of energy. They needed to see that. Believe me, the thought of them hurting you will torment them, will haunt them for the rest of their life. You know, me, myself, I don't perform or do black magic. It's just, it was never something that I perform, I like to do. I just don't find interest in it. I would never judge anyone that do it. Everyone have free will. But I would never allow anyone also to drag me into that. You know, I think I have a sense of awareness and understanding that where I need to be, because I know where I want to go. You understand? So when it comes to stuff like that, yourself, you know, from certain things, say certain affirmations, you know, return to sender. And I think that's it. I don't think you should, this is my opinion, you know, do what you please. But I don't think you should allow anyone to be in that energy, you know, because it has to come back. What we call the wheel of karma. When that energy comes back, it's going to serve you or give you that energy that you were putting out there. That same energy, stronger, you know, and you don't want to be the inside of karma, you know, because it usually comes back. It usually comes back. And some people will start experiencing certain things. That's why, me personally, if anyone out there doing any black magic after me, I forgive you. I honestly forgive you. And I understand. That's it. You know? You sometimes have to allow people to witness certain things on their own. It always catch up with you. Don't ever think that you're weak because you're not retaliating or whatever. You're always being guided. You're always being guided. If you know you're always being guided, if you know you have a sense of knowing that there is something that's protecting you along this way, along this journey, there is something that is here, that is with you 24/7. You can't see it, but God damn it, you feel it. You feel it. You feel it every now and then. You know there is something walking and being with you 24/7, protecting you, guiding you. You have nothing to worry about. Absolutely nothing. Even if the outcome you want, you didn't get, you have nothing to worry about. Release the fact that you always want to know what's going to happen, like you in control. 9 out of 10, you're not in control. There's things that needs to play out. Sometimes you could be the person that's being sacrificed to teach these individuals a lesson. Sometimes that's how it is, and if you have that sense of knowing there's something that's always with you, you can't see it or feel it, but you just know, you don't have, like I said, you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Sleep good at night. Sleep good. Because I guarantee you, it was for a reason. There is something you have that they might want badly. And don't ever let anyone force you to do certain things, to perform certain things, because they're doing it to you. I know it might sound crazy, but don't let anyone drag you into doing anything that your soul don't want to experience. Because your soul knows. It knows. You probably don't know, but your soul knows. Like I said, black magic strips away certain things naturally from you. It does. It does. You might don't see it now, but down the line, you're going to start realizing it. Because you have to experience the energy you create. You got to experience it. And people in your family also have to experience it. So you live in your own life, but you also was born into a particular certain bloodline. And the decisions that you make can affect that bloodline just by you making a simple decision. So I think staying with a balanced heart chakra, know when to walk away from people, know when to help someone and when to just back off, because you have to know when someone is going through karma. There's people that you're trying to help that always rejecting you. It's because they're going through a karmic cycle. It's not that they don't want your help. Sometimes people have to go through certain karmic cycles. Probably not in this life, next life. They probably will experience it. Who knows? We don't know everything. No one can say that, oh, I know everything. Then you don't know anything. That's it. You're done. So, we don't know everything. We really don't know everything. Especially if you're like a guide, someone that likes to help people spiritually, you will know when to back off. It's the same thing like when you represent the light. You're not trying to manipulate anyone. You're trying to help people. But at the same time, you got to know your place, because certain things they still have to go through. Certain things they still have to witness themselves. So you just have to be there to kind of like show compassion, you know? So, and another thing I wanted to share is that sometimes people can assume if they do this, like sometimes when people doing black magic, it could be like a lot of stuff. They could go get this from here and that and doing a whole bunch of sacrificial things and stuff. And they think, okay, well, that's going to, seal the deal. That's going to do it. Yeah, it can work. It does, not intended, does work on certain people. But certain people can use this. With that alone, they can stop everything you're doing. They can block everything you're doing with that alone. It doesn't have to be it could be a lighter. It could be a lighter, because intentions play a part in what you're doing. If someone is doing something after you, and you can literally call on that energy of protection, because you're always protected, but you can allow that protection to put a shield over you onto certain things, so certain things doesn't penetrate within your energetic field. Now, you will know and sense when someone is doing something, because you're like, wait a minute, this is not my energy. I'm a little off balance. This is not my energy. That's when you take a step back, you breathe, you calm yourself, and to ask, where is this coming from? You will know if it's your energy. And sometimes when it's not your energy, just send it back. Don't hold on to it. Just send it back. Send it back. This is not mine. Send it back. You know, send it back. I don't know where it came from. Just send it back. I don't want to know. Just send it back. Because it's not yours. What you holding on to it for? It doesn't belong to you. It's, you know, it's like a rented energy. It doesn't belong to you. Like, give it back. You know, that's the way you can protect yourself. When I got on this journey, let me tell you, when I got on this journey, I didn't know nothing. I didn't know, like, it's just like my mind went blank. And I had to unlearn a lot of things. And I started teaching my own self, you know, about certain things. And let me explain to you how I got into crystals. It was when I was going through my roughest time, when I felt like my back was against the wall, when I felt like every single dark energy was attacking me. You know, it could have been my energy mixed with other people's energy, and it was just like I said, you're gonna feel when something is off about you. I'm the type of person, I know when something is off about me. I know, and I start looking for answers, and I start trying to do things because I could feel something is not right. So one day, while I was going through what I was going through, I took one look, you know, at certain people in my family, the decisions they made, and, you know, from my parents. And like I said, I looked, I said, no, this cannot be my story. You know, I saw myself, you know, going through the things that someone that passed away in my family going through, and I start witnessing that, and I'm like, no, this can't go down like that, you know. And out of the blue, I start seeing commercials about black tourmaline. I start seeing black tourmaline everywhere. Now, there's rituals that I could have did for myself, or, you know, doing certain things, but I didn't want to take that route. You know, I didn't, and I asked for clarity and understanding. I said to myself, you know, I don't want to make the same mistake people in my family had made, or, you know, my grandparents had made, or whatever. I don't want to make the same mistake. I just want to learn from this, you know. And I think that's what really, you know, gave me a different perspective. And I started seeing black tourmaline every single place, everywhere, you know. And until one day, something kept saying to get it, just buy it. And mind you, I don't know anything about crystals, not a damn thing at the time. I don't know nothing about these crystals. So my first black tourmaline was, I believe it was like $10.99 or $8.99. It was around there, $10.99. And I bought it. I'm like, a $10.99 thing? Like, what? You know, it was weird. But let me show you the size of it. Hold on. I have something like that. It would probably was like this size. It was black. Hold on. It was something like this. Yeah, it was something like this. And I bought it. When I saw it, I'm like, what is this? You know, what am I going to do with this? And man, that black tourmaline came in my life and did a swoop. It was like the biggest tsunami I ever seen in my life. People was falling out of my life, like, left and right. I start seeing things different. I start seeing the illusions, and I start paying attention to people's behavior towards me. It just, oh my gosh, it just did so much. With that little piece of thing, there's so much. That energy came in and just shift everything for me. I start healing, a lot of things that I was holding on to. I start facing them. I didn't run away this time. And it was just like, no, you want me to show you what you need to heal, what you need to change? This. My behavior start changing. I start putting up boundaries with people, even with family. I have strict boundaries with people now. I'm more into healing, and then it started pushing me towards Reiki. I start seeing Reiki a lot. It started getting my attention. I started seeing Reiki, and I went to a Reiki practitioner, and I sat down with her and explained to her certain things. We did a past life regression and everything, and I felt relief, and I think the reason that I was going through certain things is because deep down inside, I was still hurting from certain things. I was still hurting from certain things. And that black tourmaline came into my life and did what it was meant to do and disappeared. Till this day, I never see it. I never see it till this day. Never see it. I stopped looking for it because, I know that it did what it meant to do. And slowly but surely, I start creating my business. I start changing things in my business. I'm like, oh my gosh, people need to learn about this. People need to get this. It could really help us because some of us go through things within our family, within our peers, within society. We go through things that we normally don't talk about, and our family is suffering from certain ancestral generations, certain karma that they don't speak about. So it's just there and we're just consuming it. And I was like, F that, I'm not, no, So I'm glad I face some of the things that happened. And some of the experiences that you have, you start to realize, it shows you who you're not. It really shows you who you're not. I don't think you should try to stop your progress, your elevation, to entertain something that is not going to be beneficial at the end of the day for you. I think you should continue going, continue making progress, and let your spirit guides, your spirit team, your ancestors to fight your battles. I don't think you should take anything, into your own hands sometimes. So guys, we reached the end of our video. I hope this video was very helpful. I hope it helps someone out there. And until next time, take care, you guys. Bye.